I relay all that information. I ask Vincent if he knows why a dragon could not be detected, or if there's shape-shifting dragons or anything like that.
I know nothing of that kind of a dragon, but give me one of the healing potions, please.
Yeah, I take it on my pouch and throw it to him, or hand it to him so it doesn't break.
It's just a normal one, right?
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2. So I'm at 36 then, or 35, excuse me, Neil.
I believe I have 0 potions left, correct? Because I used 2 on myself and 1 to Vincent. And I bought 3. Is that right, Neil?
I'm looking.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Wait, no, you bought 3 and then you were given 3 by the king.
Yeah, but they each took 3. I took the 3 that I bought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Those 3 went to 1 to each of us, so Abigail
Right.
and Horace still have 1.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
potions, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you were out of potions, JP.
Yep.
And Vincent, you have 1.
35.
You have 2 healing potions left.
Oh, from previously? Okay.
No, you have 1. I'm sorry, I accidentally took it off of Ryan's character sheet.
Alright, so I have 1 left.
You have 1 left, yeah.
Neil, through my dwarfism or whatever, can I sense like how deep this cave goes, etc., etc.?
No, but when you're in the cave, you can tell how far below ground you are.
Okay. I turn to the party and be like, there's definitely a gigantic dragon. Crawford was actually surprised to sense this more so than others, so we should probably wait for Abigail, then investigate. I'm unclear of what to do.
Yeah, let's back up, stake the front of this cave, and we need Abigail to find out recon for us.
Okay, let's wait.
So I'm up there, so I guess I'm gonna be looking around for a little while and then seeing that they're just not moving and then go down.
Okay. As you're coming down, Abigail, you notice that the 2 trolls back where you were have gotten back onto their feet and are starting to kind of like amber towards the party, non-threateningly.
I'm gonna say, guys, the trolls are coming back.
They're coming towards the cave?
I think so.
Are you screaming that at us, or?
No, I kind of whispered it as I got there. I'm not like
Do they
screaming.
look
"Oh
like the
my
same
God."
trolls we just downed?
Yep. Forever
What
and
the
ever.
Neil, from my position, can I see them?
No. There's some tall grass and stuff.
We should go beat them up again, I guess. How do you beat a troll forever?
Neil, do I know how you have to chop off its head?
Give me an intelligence check. Green 24 or higher.
Where's my mouse? Roll d20 plus 13. Nope.
Nope, you don't know.
Check
Horace, Horace, you would know that. You can't check again.
Keep checking
Horace, you
your
would know
intelligence.
that you need fire or acid to fully kill a troll.
Okay.
Or any other damage it takes, it will just regenerate.
So, as soon as they come into the line of sight, I want to shoot at one of the trolls.
Okay. One of them walks into the line of sight. Eventually, they're just babbling with each other.
How far away are they from this cave, distance-wise?
When you see them, they are 60 yards.
I am like pleading to Vincent that he needs to go meet them halfway. We can't have them come near and perhaps warn whatever is inside that we're outside.
All right, friend. Everyone come with me, though. I'm not
Oh yeah, no,
I'm not too sturdy.
Yeah, totally.
And as we're
So-
walking out in that direction, I ask if anyone has that vial of acid. I thought we did.
But how do you
Or
know
no, I don't
that
say
we
that. Never
need
mind. I don't
acid?
fucking
Yeah.
say that. I
That's
don't
why
say
I'm
that.
like, hey, I have one, but not really.
It would take
There's-
Horace
no.
Yeah, it
to
would
ask
take-
that question.
Yeah.
Horace,
Who
you
knows
shoot
that
it,
you have to do this to kill them?
you shoot an arrow at it, and it flies over the troll harmlessly. But they immediately are aware of your situation, of you guys, and you have to roll initiative now.
All right.
Oh, I can't fire
Oh,
twice.
Jesus. Nope.
Rapid fire.
Nope.
Just
nope,
trying to
they
get in
notice.
case Ryan was too focused. Horace knows that you need fire acid to kill them, so it would seem pertinent that his character might ask
Someone roll a
Anyone
d10, damn it.
flame or acid.
I'm doing it. 5.
Party goes first.
18.
18's a hit.
7.
Okay, 7 damage to one. It falls to the ground. You just like.
Hey, I killed it again.
One of the heads says, God damn it.
So before Vincent gets in range, I'll take my 2 attacks.
Do it.
31.
You hit it. You do a lot of damage to it.
Let's call it 78.
Let's just say it's
28.
It's not that much, but it's down anyway.
Okay, so then the 2 corpses fall down.
Actually, hold on. It may not be. It
It's
16.
too late.
It's dead.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
It's been
Dead.
codified.
26. It would be 3d8 plus. Do you have any? You don't have any bonuses, right? So that would actually be 4, 3, and 2, which would be 9.
She hit it
damage.
for 7 and it died.
No,
so...
she dropped 1. Yeah, and this one takes 9.
So it
This
feels
one
like.
takes 9 and is alive.
Neil, I run up to it.
Hold on, let me take my second attack before you get
Second-
into
oh, yeah.
danger zone.
You just rolled really poorly on those rolls.
28.
Yeah, it's a hit. Okay, it only had 1 HP at that point. It's fine.
Okay, perfect. So then, what I'll do is I will drag
It's like
them,
my-
or I will ask for the assistance of my party to drag them away from the site of the cave and light the corpses on fire.
Don't you think that will bring attention to us?
So she's
Perhaps.
mumbling that, and we're all dragging the trolls
Yeah,
that have
I'm-
gotten up
I'm
every
dragging.
time.
As we're dragging him away, I'm like, who can start the fire?
We have
Who
a
did
flame?
We
start
all
the
have
fire?
it.
Yeah, who started
We
the
all
fire?
have-
It's been burning
It's been burning.
long since the world's been
At first,
turning,
I'm like,
guys.
we can all start fires, JP. What the fuck are you saying?
We break out into an ensemble.
I'm glad at least the 3 of us caught on to that.
I have a torch, right? Still?
Yeah, you guys have methods for creating fire. These are 10-foot tall, 2-headed trolls. They're fairly heavy. Like dragging them across. Like, how far do you want to?
I'm
Drag
18
them.
strength. We
I know,
just
how
drag
far
them
do you
like
wanna drag
20
them?
feet off the
Wait,
trail
so-
or whatever.
There's no trail.
Neil, here's
Well,
what
we'll
I
just
want to do.
Drag them 20 feet away. We're not going crazy here.
Okay. Okay.
But I want with a caveat. We remember how long since we downed them to when they regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get the sense that it's taking too long with this drag, then I want to just instantly decapitate them before we continue on.
Yeah, what I asked Horace, what happens when you decapitate one of these things? Does the head grow
They-
back?
I don't know. Well, Neil, do I know?
No.
Let's try it.
I don't know, but I know that fire will work. Decapitation just seems like, if we don't have fire.
So
that's
he
the-
says that, I chop off one of the heads.
All right. Vincent hacks away at it until one of the heads.
I'm like,
lops
wait,
off.
wait, Vincent, chop off the arms and legs. We'll make it lighter. Drag it over there, and then we'll set it on fire.
What if the tree grows into
Pretty
many
damn
tiny
good idea.
trolls?
Okay.
I
So
chop
while you
off
guys
the
are doing
legs,
this,
too.
the one whose head you didn't chop off of, or well, the one whose one of its heads you didn't chop off, starts to grumble and get back to its feet.
Can I
Stab
attack it or
in
no?
the loins.
Yeah, you can attack it.
I stab it in the face.
22.
22 is a hit.
What is the roll
Damage.
for that? 1d4 or
D6 plus 3.
why the hell did I think it was 1d4? 7.
All right. It falls to the ground.
I'm like,
Okay, Neil.
fucking, this
There's
is
been a lot of
ridiculous.
bullshit going on. So we drag them away, hacked off the heads, putting them in a pile, and we're burning them.
Okay. Eventually, you guys manage to do this. How do you set them on fire? I mean, you
We
can
just-
make like a small fire, but there's not a lot of wood around here. And
Just-
Don't
you
they have
Oh,
fur
shit.
or something?
no, they're totally naked.
Brush. Just fucking dry bushes, and unless you're like, it just recently rained.
No, it didn't recently range. There's just not a lot of stuff. So the process to set these guys on fire is like a half-hour,
Okay.
45-minute process.
And we
Which
keep
doesn't have
hacking their heads off every time they get up.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. 45 minutes later, you guys get a nice fire going, and you just toss the trolls on, and they're going up in flames.
This is beautiful.
Okay.
All right, so I suggest that we head back to the cave.
Yeah. Yeah. This as we start walking back, I asked Crawford if he sensed anything else or anything different.
No.
Do you only sense one giant beast down there?
Yes.
Can you do anything in terms of telling me what type or?
It feels like a red dragon.
He says that, and I kind of just stop walking back to the cave, and I'm like, guys, it's a red dragon.
Those are nasty. They're really nasty.
I don't. We can't fight this.
I look to Vincent and I ask him for details on red. Are they much stronger than the ones we've killed in the past?
Yes, they are. Nobody will survive the breath weapon except for perhaps me.
Hmm.
I turn and I'm like, Abigail, you dropped the bow. It's your bow. You're the only one that can stealth inside there and get it. We have no other means of getting that bow back except for you going solo.
I disagree. I think maybe we could camp around here and wait for him to leave. Maybe we'll leave it behind sometime.
He's got to come
Like-
out of that cave right there, and he'll see us. And we're all
Dragons
dead.
roost on wealth. It perhaps, as we saw with the Mist Dragon, views this as the greatest treasure it could find, and it will lay on it for a long time. So my recommendation is that we mark this place, know that this is now where Whirlwind is, know that it probably will not be moved. It's strange that it brought it here to begin with. And we heal up, perhaps try to find some aid, I don't know, and come back. Or if we think we need to stay here. The problem is, and I look over at Azra and I'm like, this guy's pretty worthless right now. He's not doing a whole lot. And without the bow, we've got two people that are one breath weapon away from dying, and no healing to be done.
I agree.
I don't know what our options are.
Has your party ever battled a dragon nesting on top of a weapon before?
Yes, I did it naked.
Ah.
He did. It was quite the sight.
That's how we got Harbinger. But it was not a red dragon, and that was how we lost Bregor, and it was a significantly weaker dragon.
Vincent, can, in your knowledge of dragons, can you barter with one? Is it just going to straight up kill us?
Red dragons are as evil as they come. There is a possibility, and the possibility would be that the dragon slumbers, and we somehow get in close enough where, while it's asleep, I plummet Harbinger into its brain, and it does enough damage that it dies.
Abigail's the one with the cloak. That's
The risk would be that I die if it doesn't work.
right.
So Abigail, if you are of the heroism, I believe that one of the options would be to see what the situation is in there through stealth. Not necessarily do anything, come back out and inform us.
I guess I'll go in.
I recommend you disarm anything that could possibly make sound, and you do, as I've understood it to be called, autocast, the most careful of movements possible.
If you have any way to move within the shadows as well, that would be probably very helpful.
So I guess I'll drop everything but my armor. And my amulet of cheetah speed. And the cloak. Basically everything useful.
So Abigail's there, standing naked, except for the amulet of cheetah speed
No, I
And
said
the
I
cloak.
kept the armor
and
as
the
well.
cloak.
I
said you
see this
dropped the armor.
happening, and I'm
No, I said I didn't drop the armor.
Oh, okay.
Everything but the armor.
but the armor and the cloak and the necklace.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay,
like, Abigail, if anything,
And shoes. I'll keep shoes on.
take the amulet and take the cloak. Those are two things that could help
I'm
you.
keeping them. I know. Jesus.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Now's not the time for Cheez-Its.
okay. All right, continue on.
So
So Abigail's walking towards the dragon with some
No,
pots of
Abigail
pans
kisses
banging them.
Oris first, and then she walks towards the dragon.
Holla.
Okay. So you start walking towards the cave. Abigail, you enter the cave of this creature.
But I'm doing like the move silently, detect noise, hide in shadows. It's like really
Right.
taking forever.
Right. So you're carefully and slowly
Yeah.
creeping down this passage,
There.
More like it.
whistling loudly.
Oh,
While she works.
I've
Very
got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Horace, Horace.
She's made a song about you, dude. Run.
Yeah, this is where I get out. We hear that.
I'm
We're
just
just like,
doing a
Horace,
little-
you can probably get off now if you, or take off, not get off. If you want to get away now, just do it.
Yeah, just run. So, Abigail starts going down the tunnel. It kind of winds around a little bit and starts to circle, and you're getting the impression that this tunnel is far too small. It's small enough that the troll would have a very hard time getting through here, and definitely too small for any dragon to come out of.
Okay.
Continue now.
I'm starting to think it's a baby dragon, but I keep going.
But you keep going down until eventually you hear a conversation being had in a
I
language
stop moving.
you have no idea what it is, but you can just hear the edge of the conversation.
Oh, at least 2 people? Is there more?
It sounds like 3 people.
3 people.
One of them sounds like a deep-throated dragon.
Hmm.
The ground below you trembles ever so slightly as the dragon speaks.
I'm actually gonna go back up.
Okay.
Quiet. And then I'm gonna go back to Vincent and I'm gonna say, I think there's a dragon and 2 other things talking. Maybe we should try to go listen in with your weapon.
Neal,
Mm-hmm.
she also tells me, because this is what Abigail would have done, she tells me that the cave is too small for a big dragon to come out of.
She does not say that.
God
No.
damn it. I'm like, well, I'll think about it. But I mean, if a dragon were to come out of that large cave hole...
I mean, maybe we should circle around the area to make sure there's not another entrance.
But, yeah, I mean, that would be cool, too. But, like, what if the cave, like, if a dragon came out, because it's so big, the cave
No,
hole...
it's kind of small.
Oh, it's a small... Okay, never mind. So then I take off my armor. I'm naked again, Neal. And,
Like, why the fuck is everyone getting naked?
It's my new thing. It's what I do. And I just take Harbinger, and I go in.
All right, you start walking in totally naked as the day you're born, except for Harbinger.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've got
Armband?
my amulet on and my women's necklace and shit like that.
Women's necklace and armband of strength, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm tiptoeing very quietly.
Okay, so you start walking quietly.
I'll follow him.
The 2 of you are going down, Abigail after Vincent.
Yeah.
And again, the tunnel winds for a little ways, and you go further and further underground until you can hear creatures talking. Again, it sounds like a deep-throated, roaring noise, which is clearly a large dragon. And then you hear 2 other voices that you don't know what they are.
Well,
The
Neal, I'm the
sword
one that
can-
can speak dragon and understand them, so...
You do speak dragon, but this language is not dragon language.
Mm.
I ask Harbinger if it recognizes the language, if it can translate.
I cannot. I can
I
barely
back
even
out of
hear
the cave,
anything.
butt-ass naked, and
we
go poke around.
we backtrack once again. We go back
Okay.
up. Like, yeah.
You put your armor on.
You guys come out. I'm slowly disrobing. I'm like, what? I thought that's what we were doing. What's
It's a
going
language we don't understand. It's not dragon, but it sounds like it's coming from a large dragon. This cave hole, as Abigail was fantastically kind enough to inform us of, is not large enough for the dragon to come out of, so staking this cave hole will do us no good. It still begs the question, why did a dragon suddenly appear that Crawlfort could not otherwise detect, and who is this dragon talking to? Harbinger did not recognize the language, by the way, which is weird. Very weird.
Well, he's probably speaking another language to people who don't speak dragon. I don't know what they are. Maybe we should
Yeah,
circle around, see if there's another exit.
I'll ask you this on Skype. No, never mind. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Abigail's gonna start running around to see if there's another entrance.
You in chat who's yelling plot holes at me? No.
Tell him to die.
Go away. Bad man.
There's plot holes, though, Neal.
There's no plot holes. Trust me, this was planned out. I know what I'm doing. I certainly didn't make this up on the spot.
You got this?
Yeah, I just didn't get anything from you.
I don't know. It's a saying, Neal. You'll learn it.
Oh, I thought you were... Whatever.
What is it?
Let's go, Jeff.
Middle of the day, by
I
the
thought
way.
you were sending me a message, Jeff.
No,
I was. That was me.
you
Oh,
was.
I'm sorry. I was like, I'm waiting for a message from Jeff. I'm like, I don't see Jeff's message.
No.
Chat. I don't mean me, Neil. I mean them. The things in the. Okay. I guess that would be metagame. Oh, well, I'm just looking at the party and be like, what do we?
Well,
Anyone have any ideas?
I'm gonna run around and I guess I'll go back down if I don't find anything.
Okay.
I want to see if there's another way in, because it seems weird that the dragon is in there. Maybe he turns into a person. Maybe we can kill it in non-dragon form.
Maybe so. Go investigate and let us know.
Yeah, so I'll run around.
So as she leaves, I turn to Vincent and I'm like, Vincent, I didn't want to propose this idea with Abigail around simply because I don't want her to know that she potentially could lose another traveler. Do you want me to go in there and see if I can have a talk and try to bullshit
A
my
what?
way? I just want to go in
No.
there and have a conversation.
Friend, that could be suicide.
It could, or I could bullshit my way through it. At this
Vincent
point,
considers this and realizes that he's been trying to kill himself for weeks now, and he's like,
it's not even that.
no, he's just thinking that.
He's like, hey, he's been staring at nymphs.
Azrael, you think you can... I mean...
Look, at this point, all I've got, and I actually take crawl for it and put it down on the ground so I don't, I'm not touching it. Even though you can probably hear this, and I'm just like, look, all I've got is that bow. What's been promised to me is great power, and it comes from that bow being with its brothers. And if I can't get it back, then there's no point in me being here. I've already pissed off my god. Now I've got a new god who can't really give me powers unless we get that bow. So if Abigail's not going to go in there, rightfully so, 'cause she'll probably die, then I'll go in there and probably be the one that's going to die.
All right, Bregor, what do you say? Or fucking Horace. Damn it!
Vincent is delusional
I tried
as
not to.
well.
Horace, what do you say?
I think it is of the utmost importance that we get the bow. I think if we don't have a better plan, I'm okay with it.
Here's what I propose then. Azrael, you're a brave man, and maybe we'll take you up on this, but first, we at least have Abigail scope further than just hearing voices and see what the situation is in the room. If who he's communicating with is someone we can't rationalize with, or if the dragon itself is, you know, in a free open space, I don't want to send you in to die. We need you. We do need the bow, but there's no sense just throwing people away. So let's wait for Abigail to come back. I think she's doing a night jog, looking for another hole. She's always looking for holes, and then we'll bring her back and ask her to recon for us again.
Understood. Sounds good.
So did I find anything, Neil?
So you go and do what? What
I
exactly
mean,
are you doing?
It's like a hole, right? So I'm gonna try to go like there
I
must
mean, it's
be.
not a hole; it's a cave. It goes down.
Yeah, but I would
don't
go
know
like around the cave real quick if it's not like humongous.
It's a mountain. It is humongous.
I'm at. So it would take forever to go around it.
You have no idea. It could take you 2 hours. It could be like a 6-month trek. You might fall and die. Like you're in the middle of a fucking mountain range, and there's like this steep wall. Have you ever? You've
Fine,
never been to
Neil,
Yosemite.
you win.
It's like a hole in
I
Half Dome. You're like, well,
it's
how do I get around the Half
I'm
Dome?
just making the rounds around it. You win. No 6 months of Abigail.
I'm just saying that
Making
it's
some time.
the concept is strange.
Whoops.
So I go back to them. I'm like, never mind. Apparently, it's a 6-month trip.
All right, we update Abigail on the new plan.
Yeah, I guess I'm going in. And I go back in the hole in super secret thief mode with
Cave,
all some.
cave. No, it's a cave.
Yeah,
Fine, you go into the hole.
with all the thief abilities activated.
Neil, when she is getting bare bones equipment on? Do we get like a side boob or anything like that?
No, she doesn't take anything off. There's
Okay.
no like clothing that comes off. It's just like
Can't
pouches
fault me
and
for asking,
backpacks.
Neil. That's good. Moving on. No side boob. Gaia.
Got it.
Well, Euphoros pushed it a little bit.
All right. So, Abigail, armor, cloak, necklace.
Yeah.
That's it,
I'm
right?
just removing stuff that's gonna make noise. basically.
Right. So you start walking down the hole,
Yeah.
down into the cave,
Walking down the
carefully, quietly. You sneak down past the point where you heard voices. You don't hear voices there anymore. And you keep going down, and the tunnel opens up a little bit and starts to spiral down and down. And then in front of you, you hear footsteps coming your way, heavy footsteps.
Am I in the shadows? I guess so. I'm in a little hole, right?
Well, everything is shadows at this point, so I think you still need.
You got to roll for that
I want,
invis check,
Oh.
don't you?
yeah, just let me double check the exact wording here on this magic item, because I think it is poorly phrased, but let's check it anyway.
90% probability invisible, stationary, and dark or shadowy place.
What?
Plus 2 AC.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I
double
wrote.
checking. I'm just double checking.
That's what you said.
I know what I said. The cloak bestows 90% probability invisible if the wearer is stationed within a dark or shadowy place. Okay, this is a dark or shadowy place. 90%
And how
chance of being
tight
invisible.
is the area in which I am? Not to say hole.
Like 7 or 8 feet wide at this point and 12 feet tall.
So I'm gonna try to put myself the most possible cornerish area, like so someone could go through, basically.
So you're standing there, waiting, and all of a sudden this two-headed troll starts lumbering past you. The two heads talking to each other in some language that you've never heard before, and it walks right past you.
Okay, I don't move. I wait for it to be really
It
far. and-
goes up and keeps going on its way.
Okay, so I keep doing all my checks to make sure there's no noise, and then I keep moving forward a little bit.
Okay.
Neil is so
So-
happy. The
Rest
day
of
we
the
get
party.
rid of Abigail.
A few minutes later, this troll starts squirming out of this hole. It's very clear, like leaned over and like trying to crawl out from underneath this, through this
The
hole.
second, Neil, that I
Covered
see
I
it,
say, yeah.
Dirt.
I'm just like,
mud.
Vincent,
the second I
chop its
see it
head
trying
off.
to squirt out of there, I chop its head off. Yeah.
All right, so you start running over towards it, and we get to roll initiative.
He yells really loud so the dragon can hear.
7.
Ah, it goes first. It crawls out of the hole. Your turn.
Neil, first slash. 31.
No, you're joking, right?
Nope.
I'm not.
Yeah,
No,
you're
that's
not
what I have.
joking. Jesus. Okay, that's 3 times damage.
3d12?
3d12 plus 7.
Neil, I just do 27 damage to it real quick.
Okay.
Is it dead?
I haven't even rolled its hit dice.
You just go throw it in the fire with the others.
27?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then he has a second attack.
It is not dead.
Okay, second attack.
Yeah.
27.
27 is a hit.
Just a hit.
Crit. No, it's a crit. Damn it.
2d12 plus 7.
Yeah.
Just 22 this time, Neil.
Oh, only 22?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
oh no.
Okay.
And it has to roll for death. Or
Sweet.
both of them, actually. If it's not dead.
Right. It passes.
Twice?
It's 2 crits. Yeah, it passes twice.
Still
Oh my
standing?
god.
Yeah. So it basically gets to its feet, and then Vincent comes in and like takes 1 slash onto the belly, and then like runs it through part of the chest, and then pulls the sword out, and the troll's just like, like barely clinging to life here.
So it's dead?
No, it's alive. It has HP still.
Well, I blow some air at it by swinging. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Wait a minute, you're a dwarf. I think you get +4 to hit against trolls, dude.
Well,
You're
it'd be a
dwarf,
14.
which would still miss.
And he's in a cave. +2.
No, he's outside. And there's no +2 for fighting in a cave. That's ridiculous.
29.
29's a hit. 29's a crit. 29's a double crit. You kill it.
Excellent.
Just like
I
"Take
remind
that.
I remind the bros that we need to light this thing on fire.
Wait,
or-
is this an ogre or is this a troll?
Two-headed troll.
Oh. Vincent, chop off its legs and arms. We'll carry it back over to the pile.
Yeah, I
In the
pull
fire
its
with
body
the
out and we
others.
start dismembering it. And Neil, we once again embark on our 45-minute journey.
Right.
And we're also
There
just
already a fire though?
Fire's still roaring,
Yeah.
right? The other
Fire's still roaring, so you can just kind of add it to it and stuff.
Okay.
we're also just
Yeah, we
like,
chop it down so we can carry its pieces better.
like, why did this come out and anyway, let's just fucking go burn.
Trolls get a -4 to hit dwarves. That's what it is.
Understood. So yeah, we go do that. Also, we search its body. Is there anything special on it?
It's naked.
Dirt.
A bow.
Yeah, was the bow given? Did he swallow the bow?
There's a bulge sticking out of him somewhere, but whether or not it's from a bow, you cannot tell.
I asked Crawl for it if the bow's inside this guy.
No, it's not there.
All right, cut back to Abigail.